How you guys doing? So, today I'm doing some Copenhagen. Now, I've been waiting to do this video for a pretty long time, actually. And that is how to buy dip underage, as you saw from the title. Now, I know Outlaw, and there's a lot of other videos out there, how to buy dip underage, touched on this, but I wanted to also touch on it a little bit because it seems to be a popular question that I get asked. And that question is how to buy dip underage. So here we go. Now, if you're underage and you don't fucking look close to 18, then a few of these you're pretty fucking screwed. Well, actually, yeah, you're pretty fucking screwed. Number one. I had to hack a loogie right there. Swallow that motherfucker. If you know someone who's over 18, or you walk by someone who's over 18, and you ask them, hey, can you buy me a can of dip? That's probably the easiest way you're going to get it done. And, I mean, that's just how I did it when I was a lot younger and I didn't even look close to 18. That was one of the ways. Now, when you do this, go up to someone and be respectful. Don't be annoying. And what I did, I would save up. A can of dip is what? I don't know what it is where you're from, but where I'm from it's $5.42. Fuck, I just broke my fucking drawer again. Fucking shit! Anyway, so it's like $5.42 around here. So what I would do is I'd accumulate $10 or $8, $9, and I'd say, hey, a can of dip costs $5, whatever the fuck I wanted, whatever one, how much it costs, know how much it costs, and then say, and then the change that I give you out of this $8 you can have for helping me out. That's how I really convinced a lot of people to do it for me. It was by paying them a little bit extra from after the can was bought, and they get to keep the change, whatever they got back, just to make a few bucks and also help someone out. Now, that's one way. Now, number two, pretty similar. If you have a relative who's over 18, and you know that they'll help you out like that, which I couldn't do because my family would never do that, neither would my sister, that can work. Just, you know, they're your relative, talk to them like you would talk to your relative and ask them, hey, can you go out and buy me a can of dip, I'll go with you, whatever. However you do it. Number three, I think. 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3. If you look over 18, now when I was 17, I still had the beard and everything, and I looked over 18, everyone told me I looked over 18. People thought I was 19, 20. And, I don't really think I look that old, but whatever. Now, I went into the store, and some people wouldn't even ask for my ID because I looked older. Now, that worked for me. If you don't look like you're 18 at all, then you're fucked with this one, because, I mean, there's no point in, trying if you don't even look close to 18. That's number 3. Number 4. Now, Outlaw did touch on this a little bit, and I also agree with what he said. Now, if you go to a store, if you go to a gas station or a country store or a fucking corner store, and they have people that are working that are white, I've noticed they'll ask for your ID way more, or American, they'll ask for your ID way more. Now, when I was younger, I would go to a store, and I still go to the store because they know me at this point, they don't give a fuck how old I am. I'm not being racist at all. This is actually, this is just from my own experience, this is non-racist whatsoever. I've noticed that when it's like a man from India working, or a woman from India working, they'll just give it to you, they don't care. People from Mexico, I mean, all this, they're great people, and they're really nice people, and they always help me out, and they always say, hey, I know, even when I didn't look 18, I know you're not 18, but I'll help you out right here. So I said, you know what, thank you very much. And that is not, as I said before, that is nothing racist. Not at all. And they're really good people, so they usually help you out with that. Now, There's another one that I did a long time ago and it worked for me. Now, I'm not saying this will work for you every time. It actually takes some time to accumulate. This one is strike up conversation with them, a mature conversation. Not a fucking conversation a 5-year-old would fucking do or a 12-year-old. Be like, oh, how's business going? How's this location working for your business? When I did that, it actually worked out really well. I asked the guy, hey, how's business going? Before I even bought the dip. Or while I said, can I get this? And then I struck up conversation while he was grabbing it. And then I get into like and this is just saying, if there's no one else in the store, no one waiting at the cash register, that can work for you. Just have a mature conversation that someone mature would talk about. I said, how's business going? And we had like a 5-minute long conversation. And he helped me out, and I'm telling you, when someone likes you, they are more apt to help you out and do something nice for you, and maybe get in a little bit of trouble for you. They're more willing to do stuff for you when they like you, not when you're this annoying little prick. But if you go to the store and you start up a conversation, and then they ask for your ID, and you say, oh, I don't have, I'm not 18, and they say, well, then I can't give it to you, don't be like, but I want my dip. No, fucking leave the store and don't be a dick. You didn't get your dip, you didn't get your dip. But just be nice and get them to like you a little bit, and sometimes it works. I'm saying this is probably the one that's gonna work the least for you. But, yeah, it worked for me. And then, when someone, if you aren't 18, obviously, and you go in and they ask for your ID, and you clearly don't have one, unless you make a fucking fake ID, which is probably not the smartest idea, because you probably will get caught, because I got caught with one. But anyway, and you say, don't ever say, don't stutter, because then they're going to be like, oh, well, this kid's clearly, I say, I don't have it on me, but next time I will. Can you please help me out this time? And sometimes they'll even give it to me. They'll ask me for my birthday sometimes. Now, when you go into a store, Outlaw did touch on this, but I really want to reiterate it because I totally agree. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you don't have your ID? What's your birthday? They'll ask you really quick, and you got to have it already in your head. So, if your birthday's 1997 and you need to have a 1996 birthday, say your first 2 digits. Say if you're born on 8/20. 1997. Say you're born on 8/20/1996. Don't make it like 8/20/1983 if you don't fucking even look close to it. Do a year older if you're 17. Do 2 years older if you're 16. Now, if you're 15, 14, and you don't look like you're 18, then don't say a birthday. Just say I don't have my ID on me. But if you say they don't have your ID on you, next time I will. Can you please help me out? I'm really sorry. Sometimes they'll do it. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes, as I said, they'll ask for your birthday, have it already in your mind, so you're not like, oh my god, what do I think? You gotta think. You gotta have it all set in your mind. You gotta be prepared when you're underage to go into a store. You know if you think they're gonna ask you questions, and they probably will, then you gotta have that all ready so you don't have to think in the process of getting the dip. And that's really important. My gums are done. Anyway. So, that's a really important one. Have your information already set. Already know what you're going to say. And that's really all I have for today, this video. Please leave some comments if this stuff has worked for you. I want to know. And then if you have any other ideas, give me some ideas, because I really like to know your ideas. And then lastly, I want to ask you guys, if anyone at all in their area sells Red Man or Stokers, not the tub of Stokers and not the bag of Stokers, but in the cans. Stokers in a can or Stoker or Red Man in a can. Please tell me. I need to get my hands on some, and I'll pay you a little bit of extra money for the can. Tell me how much the can is. So leave me a comment. I'd like to know. And then when you buy the can, I want you to tell me how much the can was, and then I'll give you a few extra bucks. I'll give you actually enough to buy another can from the amount that you told me the other can was. So I will give you double the price if you can help me out finding Stokers or Red Man in a can, because I cannot find them anywhere where I'm from. So please do so. And again, this is how you buy dip underage. So I hope this helped you out a little bit, and I hope this helps you with finding your dip, because I know that when you're underage and you need that dip, I understand how hard it is. So I really understand your struggle. So please, leave me some comments, and as I said, find Redman or Stokers in a Can, please tell me. Thank you very much. Bye.